It's about 10:30 in the morning on Monday, February 26, 2024. And I moved the sheep and the bulls and the dogs to the next area. And one of the reasons why I did it is I wanted to do it this afternoon, but I won't be here this afternoon. There's a good chance I'll be helping someone move some furniture. But also the sheep, the ram and the ewe that are always, down there somewhere, they were right here in this area. And so I put some food down, got them inside this fence, and then I locked them in. And sure enough, the other ram that always hangs with the cows, the ram that thinks he's a cow, he came down here too. So we only have one more ewe and a lamb that's with the cows, I think. I haven't checked on them yet, but I assume that she's up there. And so now we have almost all the sheep together. And I brought in the white-footed black dog, so he came. They had a little homecoming party for him. Everybody gave him lots of licks and hugs and kisses. Now, when in the process of moving, it was a really easy move. I opened up the gate and all the animals came through without me saying a word. This dog as well, he came through, or she came through, but she decided she needed to go to the bathroom while I was setting up the fence, so she ran under the fence and... No, she didn't run under the fence. She ran around the fence while I was setting it up. And so she did her business, and then now I can't get her back. And if I try to get close to her, she runs away. So I'll show you that right here. Oh, that's a good dog. Yeah, you're a good dog. You're a good dog. You see, I can't pick her up. So eventually I'll get her. I'll probably have to entice her with some snacks or something like that. Just let her know I'm not here to eat her. So yeah, these dogs are not trained for people. They're trained for sheep. Well, not really trained, but bonded with sheep. So I tried to keep my distance from them ever since they're born. I tried to keep the handling down. One thing I wanted to show y'all is this is the grass under the tree, and the wire went through part of that, and so we have a good example of what they did versus what they have. So the grass over there is probably 6 to 8 inches tall, and over here they just they took it down almost to a putting green, so it's a little bit more than I wanted them to take. So it's going to take a longer recovery period to get it back. And to combine with that, as I was thinking this morning, it's like 75 degrees or something like that. The wind is blowing strong from the south. This morning when I woke up, it was like 65 degrees outside, and there was condensation on all the vehicles. The windows were all, what are they called? Misty, I guess, or fogged over, right? And it looked like it might have rained or something. It's just the humidity condensing on the cold earth as the warm air comes up from the south there, from the Gulf of Mexico. So I was thinking this morning as I came out, I'm like, where's spring? Isn't it supposed to be springtime? Like, look at this tree. There's not a single green leaf or anything. Oh, there's a little bit up there, a tiny bit. I don't know what that is. But, this tree looks like it's dead, right? It hasn't given me any leaves or anything. And that's the same, like, you can look at the tree line over there. You can see there's like one tree that has a little bit of green. But the rest of the tree still looks like it's in winter. And today it's going to get up to 88 degrees. For those of you who are not from Texas, that's a warm temperature. That's when it starts getting a little bit warm. And tomorrow is going to be in the 80s, and then Wednesday and Thursday it's going to get down to the 50s, and it's going to rain. Hopefully it's going to rain, but we're going to have a massive shift in the temperatures. I think that's what does people in up here, is they go outside on one day wearing a sweater thinking it's cold outside, but it's 80 degrees, and so the next day they come out wearing a t-shirt and shorts and it's 57 degrees. That's a good way to get sick. Also, your house temperature. One day you have to run the air conditioner to keep it a reasonable temperature, and the next day you have to turn the heater on, And so you don't know whether to turn the heater on or turn the air conditioner on, and so you sleep at night, and one night you're sleeping at 60 degrees, and the next night you're sleeping at 80 degrees, It's just not good, right? But anyway, I was thinking, and this is the thing I was thinking, is maybe summer is early, and this is just the year with no spring. Now, it's a bit depressing to think that way, because I was hoping to get a lot of spring grass. And my plans were that, at the latest, March 15th, we would have a bunch of grass, But the way it's looking like right now is, unless something drastically changes, and I don't know what that change could possibly be. It's not warm weather, it's not rain. Unless something changes, like I don't see a bunch of grass coming up this year. And then I'm going to be left chasing a dragon again this year. The idea is that I'm supposed to graze and leave plenty behind for a rapid recovery, and then have more forage than I know what to do with, right? And that's only happened a couple times in the springtime for me, right? Last year summer was pretty good too, at least the first part of summer, right? But the way it's looking is, if we don't get a spring this year, if it shifts into summer patterns, I don't know, man. I know that people report that do rotational grazing down here. Some of them report that Bermuda grass just takes over, and they can only graze like 6 to 8 months out of the year on Bermuda grass. But that said, the Bermuda grass grows early and it stays longer, so you get a little bit more forage than you otherwise would out of it. The kind of the golden spot that people have been trying to hit is a good harvest of ryegrass in the spring, and then a bountiful summer grazing period, and then maybe a little bit more of the ryegrass in the autumn, But that's kind of like the golden ideal, and I'd like to hit that. I'd like to be able to get both ryegrass and Bermuda grass growing. Whatever else will grow, I'll take everything. I'll just take anything that grows. I'm at the point now where I've been doing this long enough where if the grass isn't growing, I'm doing something terribly wrong, and I don't know what it is right now. So this is one of those moments where I'm questioning my life decisions, and maybe I should start programming again, because I'm not a farmer, but I'm also having to look at the long term, and I think one of the reasons why I feel this way is because I've seen the success of people like Greg Judy and others, and I want it all right now. I'm like, I'm a smart guy, I can figure this out. I'm smarter than the average bear, so I should be able to figure this all out. But they all said it took them 5, 10 years to get it really working. And it wasn't until that point that they really had a lot of success. So can I expect myself, with like minimal experience, minimal being 0 in agriculture, can I expect myself to replicate their results in 5 years? The answer is absolutely not. No, it's going to be closer to 10-year game here, So, yeah, so I'm kind of chasing a dragon here. There's something out there that I want. I really, really want it. I know it's there. I can see signs of it. I feel like I'm getting closer to it, but it's just, where is it, So anyway, that's what right now I'm just praying that we get a good spring, that something about the weather changes or improves. I want a good long spring. I want a nice summer, a long summer like we had last year. Maybe a little bit wetter summer, but I'm going to take what I can get. And this next year, my plan is to really stockpile the hay. I'm going to get like 80 or 100 bales of hay. I'm just going to get way more hay than I could ever use. I'm down to about 9 bales of hay now. 9 plus there's another 4 out there in the pasture, right? So I'm down to almost single digits of hay, right? And if I don't get grass soon, then the only wise decision will be to minimize, maybe even get rid of the herd. Give myself a whole year to recover, and then try again next year. That's the wise decision. So that's what I'm thinking of right now is, if I have too many animals and not enough grass, I have to get rid of the animals. I can't make the grass grow faster. Putting all the animals on the grass is just hurting the grass. So my plans for the year kind of, a lot different, So maybe this is the year that I go and I sell all the animals and all the cows. At least I'll keep the sheep. I don't think the sheep are doing much to the grass. Maybe I'll keep half the herd, but maybe this is the year I cut back again. I started with, I think like 60 cows is what I bought originally. And then I sold half the herd when the first drought came, you know, and maybe it's time to sell half the herd again, you know, despite the fact that I got all these beautiful calves. Maybe I run them up until the middle of summer, early autumn, and then sell them all, you know, and just really scale back the grazing density, you know, the number of animals the number of AUs per acre, and give my chance a better chance to rest. Now, I have a lot of signs of hope. That's right there. That's worm castings, and there's stuff like that all over the place. The manure is disappearing even in winter. There's a couple flies. I see a couple flies here and there. It's fly temperature time. So, you know, but unless I find a source of hay, I can't really rotate. I can't really graze, and I'll have to, you know, make a decision there. So anyway, that's kind of my mindset right now. I do think that things will improve, though. Hopefully in the next week or so, we'll see some major grass growth. Every time it happens, it just blows me away with how much grass grows and how quickly it grows. So I'm looking forward to that, guys. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.